Hello, my name is Jeff Lohman, and this is lighting techniques for wedding photography. All right, so for wedding photography, the thousands of photographers that are out there, they use multiple different lighting techniques. And when I've done wedding photography sessions, I really like to focus on just one light, because when you're outdoors, most of the time, like a wedding reception's outdoors, you have to really focus on the ambient light around you. And since we're in a studio, there's not a lot of ambient light going on. I can actually help you focus on just maybe a light that you can bring to a wedding reception or an event that will help you out significantly. What I have here is a Alien-B 800 monoblock, and this is really portable. I actually have a battery that I can bring with it. It's called a Vagabond battery, and so you're able to walk around with it and be able to move it freely and be able to photograph your subjects. Most of the time when I shoot weddings, it's going to be just an umbrella, just a simple setup that's easy to manipulate. And when you're out there, a lot of times you're battling maybe a fading sun because it's sunset, or it's a 1 p.m. Wedding time and the sun's in the middle of the sky. So a lot of times you can use a light to counteract that or complement it. And a lot of times when you're out there, you're going to be shooting, you have to stay at 1/250th of a second, for this camera anyway. Some cameras are 1/125th of a second, because that's specifically the sync speed in which those cameras operate in. They talk with the flashes that way. Now, your aperture is going to be anywhere from f8 all the way up to f22, depending on the look that you want and the light available. If you're using a monoblock like this, you can actually use those higher f-stops, those f18 to f22, because you have a lot more power in the light. But if you're using a speed light, then you're going to have to back down a little bit and go f8, f7, 6.3, 5.6, because you have to allow the camera to view the light that the speed light is producing. So one technique for this is to actually have pretty much how this thing is directly illuminating me on a 45-degree angle. And what that helps you out with is it casts light on this side and then puts a little bit of shadow right here, but there still should be some light right here. And that is incredibly beneficial and a beautiful type of light. And a lot of times what you want to do when you're shooting a wedding is to have the sun on the opposite side of your light or behind you. And what that gives you is this nice rim light behind your subjects. You want the sun behind the subjects, not behind you. So the subject is between you and the subject's in between you and the sun. It gives you a nice rim light, and then you use, because the face is going to be in shadows, you'll want to use your light to light up those shadows. And so that is pretty much a pretty basic technique to use just one light. If you want to use multiple lights, that would be great. However, it just takes more setup time, and usually weddings are very fast paced and you have a very limited time to get very good photos. So that is wedding photography lighting tips, and I hope you enjoy.